Hello, this video will walk through the roster portion of our trainer portal system. We're going to focus primarily in on the member's experience. However, you will notice that you can potentially see staff from this page as well. At the top of the page, I also have a search bar. If I don't want to scroll through the list, I can also simply type in the user that I'm looking for. In this case, I'm going to find our Andrew Pierlot user. From inside of the members chart, there will be a variety of different things that I can track and store and just generally review. The first thing we'll see is the workouts portion. Inside of workouts, you'll notice there are 3 different tabs. This allows you as the trainer or staff member to see a variety of different types of workout information for this user. Workouts will show us both current and past assignments that have been provided, and allow us to track and see what they're actually doing. In the case of this workout, we can see that 2 out of the 8 exercises were complete, and by clicking in, I can see exactly what was done. In this case, they actually went above and beyond and noted that they loved this workout. I'll also notice in the case of static hip bridge that they skipped this exercise altogether. It just allows us to very quickly get a kind of in-depth overview of what it is that they've completed. As we scroll back up, you'll also notice some buttons available, such as Skip and Complete. This allows you as a staff member to mark things off as skipped or completed on behalf of that client if you would like to do so. As we go back up to our current and future assignments, you'll notice a variety of buttons on the right-hand side. These include Delete, which allows us to remove this altogether, Print, which allows us to give a paper copy of this out to a member, Duplicate, which allows us to duplicate everything that we've created to allow you to very easily reassign this to them if they are interested, and of course an edit option, just to go in and make any modifications that may be needed. You will notice that there are different buttons available for the current and future versus past. This is because once that workout has gone into the past, we remove the ability to edit or delete it since it's now part of their history. Training programs will show us a very similar amount of information, but it lays it out slightly different. As you learned in previous videos, training programs are more long-running. You'll see here that it allows us to see what week that individual is on for any given program, and then we can dive into the specifics of what exactly they have or have not done. Again, that ability to go up to past weeks and take a look at what they did. Again, buttons are made available here, very much the same as what we just saw in that Assignments tab, the one addition being the button in the center, which is the ability to extend. This allows you to extend that program additional weeks if you want a member to continue to do what they're working on without having to create something from scratch. The last section we have is History. History allows you to go through and look at an overview of everything that user is doing, not just what you've assigned out to them to do. For example, this will pull in information such as Apple Health results, as well as a variety of other third-party app and wearable data that you can get through the mobile app, and it will also continue to show any connected cardio or connected strength workouts that have been completed. On top of that, if a member were to manually record or use the X-Capture feature inside of the app, all of that would pull into this one centralized location. This gives you as a trainer or staff member the ability to get that high-level overview of everything a member is working on, even if you're not working directly with them on any given day. Inside of our body stats section, we have a variety of other things we can track and store related to these various body metrics. You'll see here I can look at how things are trending over time with the small trending arrows next to each item. For example, are things going up, down, or not changing? As we click into one of them, it will then graph those results and show any potential goal values that have been entered. In this case, there were only a few test examples put in here, but this outlines the way that these graphs work. You'll also notice the export option, which allows you to export this to a CSV file if you'd prefer to have that sort of a list, as opposed to the little graph here on screen. There are a variety of other body stats that can also be added through this drop-down list, which really allow you to track and store anything that is relevant for you and your members. Inside of the client details section, we have a variety of other or generic pieces of information such as address, phone number, what trainers a given user is working with, as well as their user preferences, so that they can choose if they're imperial or metric unit of measure, time formats, date formats, and things along those lines. Lastly, we have the notes section, which is sort of a catch-all for anything else you might want to track and store inside of a member's chart. This can be a free text note or a PDF or image file, as you can see in the bottom section below. This is all of the main sections inside of a member's chart. However, you will notice a few other items of note. First, in the upper left, we have the ability to touch the member's image if we would like to put a new image in. And in the upper right, we can set follow-up reminders for this client, set up a new assignment for them, deactivate them from the system, or mark that they are interested in training. We'll talk through more of how these sections all work together in future videos, but this covers the overview of the members chart.